Nemo reads. Collected poems of T.S. Eliot. Poem Coriolan. Excuse my flub. Triumphal March. Stone, bronze, stone, steel, stone, oak leaves, horses' heels over the paving, and the flags, and the trumpets, and so many eagles. How many? Count them. Such a press of people. We hardly knew ourselves that day, or knew the city. This is the way to the temple, and we so many crowding the way. So many waiting. How many waiting? What did it matter on such a day? Are they coming? No, not yet. You can see some eagles and hear the trumpets. Here they come. Is he coming? The natural wakeful life of our ego is a perceiving. We can wait with our stools and our sausages. What comes first? Can you see? Tell us. It is 5,800,000 rifles and carbines, 102,000 machine guns, 28,000 trench mortars, 53,000 heavy field guns. I cannot tell how many projectiles, mines, and fuses. 13,000 aeroplanes, 24,000 airplane engines, 50,000 ammunition wagons, and now 55,000 army wagons, 11,000 field kitchens, 1,150 field bakeries. What a time that took. Will it be he now? No. Those are the golf club captains. These the scouts. And now the Société Gymnastique de Poissy. And now come the mayor and the liverymen. Look, there he is now. Look. There is no interrogation in his eyes, or in the hands quiet over the horse's neck, and the eyes watchful, waiting, perceiving, indifferent. Oh, hidden under the dove's wing, hidden in the turtle's breast, under the palm tree at noon, under the running water, at the still point of the turning world. Oh, hidden. Now they go up to the temple, then the sacrifice. Now come the virgins bearing urns and containing dust, dust, dust of dust. And now, stone, bronze, stone, steel, stone, oak leaves, horses' heels over the paving. This is all we could see, but how many eagles and how many trumpets. And Easter Day we didn't get to the country. So we took young Cyril to the church, and they rang a bell, and he said right out loud, "Crumpets." Don't throw away that sausage. It'll come in handy. He's artful. Please, will you? Give us a light. Light, light. Et les soldats, faciant la haie, ils la faciant. 2. Difficulties of a statesman. Cry, What shall I cry? All flesh is grass comprehending. The companions of the bath, the knights of the British Empire, the cavaliers, oh the cavaliers, of the Legion honor, the Order of the Black Eagle, first and second class, and the Order of the Rising Sun. Cry, cry, what shall I cry? First thing to do is to form the committees, the consultative councils, the standing committees, select committees, subcommittees. One secretary will do for several committees. What shall I cry? Arthur Edward Cyril Parker is appointed telephone operator at a salary of £1.10 a week, rising by annual increments of 5 shillings to £2.10 a week, with a bonus of 30 shillings at Christmas and 1 week's leave a year. A committee has been appointed to nominate a commission of engineers to consider the water supply. A commission is appointed for public works, chiefly the question of rebuilding the fortifications. A commission is appointed to confer with a Volscian commission about perpetual peace, the Fletchers and javelin makers and smiths have appointed a joint committee to protest against the reduction of orders. Meanwhile, the guards shake dice on the marches, and the frogs, oh Montoine, croak in the marshes. Fireflies flare against the faint sheet lightning. What shall I cry? Mother, mother, here is a row of family portraits, dingy busts, all looking remarkably Roman, remarkably like each other, lit up successively by the flare of a sweaty torch-bearer yawning. Oh, hidden under the, where the dove's foot rested and locked for a moment, a still moment, repose of noon, set under the upper branches of noon's widest tree, under the breast feather, stirred by the small wind afternoon. There the cyclamen spreads its wings. There the clematis droops over the lintel. Oh, mother, not among these busts, all correctly inscribed, I, a tired head amongst these busts. Necks strong enough to bear them, noses strong to break the wind. Mother, may we not be some time, almost now, together? If the mactations, immolations, oblations, interpretations are now observed, may we not be, oh, hidden in the stillness of noon, in the silent croaking night? Come with the sweep of the little bat's wing, with the small flare of the firefly or lightning bug, rising and falling, crowned with dust, small creatures. The small creatures chirp thinly through the dust, through the night. Oh, mother, what shall I cry? We demand a committee, a representative committee, a committee of investigation. Resign, resign, resign. The Boston Evening Transcript. The readers of the Boston Evening Transcript sway in the wind like a field of ripe corn. When evening quickens faintly in the street, wakening the appetites of life in some, and to others bringing the Boston Evening Transcript, I mount the steps and ring the bell, turning wearily as one would turn to nod goodbye to La Rochefoucauld. If the street were time and he at the end of the street, and I say, Cousin Harriet, here is the Boston Evening Transcript. Morning at the window. They are rattling breakfast plates in basement kitchens. Along the trampled edges of the street, I am aware of the damp souls of housemaids, sprouting despondently at area gates. The waves of brown fog toss up to me, twisted faces from the bottom of the street, and tear from a passerby with muddy skirts. An aimless smile that hovers in the air and vanishes along the level of the roofs. The love song of J. Alfred Prufock. Let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky, like a patient etherized upon a table. Let us go through half-deserted streets, the muttering retreats of restless nights and one-night cheap hotels, and sawdust restaurants with oyster shells. Streets that follow like a tedious argument of insidious intent to lead you to an overwhelming question. Oh, you do not ask, what is it? Let us go and make our visit. In the room, the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo. The yellow fog that rubs its back upon the window panes. The yellow smoke that rubs its muzzle on the window panes. Licked its tongue into the corners of the evening. Lingered upon the pools that stand in drains. Let fall upon its back the soot that falls from chimneys, slipped by the terrace, made a sudden leap, and seeing that it was a soft October night, curled once about the house and fell asleep. Indeed, there will be time for the yellow smoke that slides along the street, rubbing its back upon the window panes. There will be time to prepare a face to meet the faces that you meet. There will be time to murder and create, for all the works and days of hands that lift and drop a question on your plate. Time for you and time for me, and time yet for 100 indecisions, and for 100 visions and revisions, before the taking of a toast and tea. In the room the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo. And indeed there will be time to wonder, do I dare and do I dare? Time to turn back and descend a stair, with a bald spot in the middle of my hair. They will say, how his hair is growing thin. My morning coat, my collar, mounting firmly to the chin, my necktie, rich and modest, asserted by a simple pen. They will say, how his arms and legs are thin. Do I dare disturb the universe? In a minute there is time for decisions and revisions, which a minute will reverse. For I have known them all already, known them all, have known the evenings, mornings, afternoons. I had measured out my life with coffee spoons. I know the voices dying with a dying fall, beneath the music from a farther room. So should I presume? I have known the eyes already, known them all, the eyes that fixed you in a formulated phrase. And when I am formulated, sprawling on a pin, when I am pinned, wriggling on the wall, then how should I begin to spit out all the butt ends of my days and ways? How should I presume? And I have known the arms already, known them all, arms that are braceleted white and bare. But in the lamplight, downed with light brown hair, is a perfume from a dress that makes me so digress. Arms that lie along a table or wrap about a shawl. And should I then presume? How should I begin? Shall I say I have gone at dusk through narrow streets and watched the smoke that rises from the pipes of lonely men in shirt sleeves leaning out of windows? Should I have been a pair of ragged claws scuttling across the floors of silent seas? And the afternoon, the evening, sleep so peacefully, smothered by long fingers, asleep, tired, or it malingers, stretched on the floor beside you and me. Should I, after tea and cakes and ices, have the strength to force a moment to its crisis? Though I have wept and fasted, wept and prayed, though I have seen my head grown slightly bald, brought in upon a platter, I am no prophet, there is no great matter. I have seen the moment of my greatness flicker. I have seen the eternal footman hold my coat and snicker. And in short, I was afraid. And would it have been worth it after all? After the cups, after the marmalade, after the tea, among the porcelain, among some talk of you and me, would it have been worthwhile to have bitten off the matter with a smile, to have squeezed the universe into a ball, to roll it toward some overwhelming question, to say, I am Lazarus, come from the dead, come back to tell you all. Shall I tell you all? If one settling a pillow by her head should say, this is not what I meant at all. This is not it at all. And would it have been worth it after all? Would it have been worthwhile? After the sunsets in dooryards and the sprinkled streets, after the novels, after the teacups, after the skirts that trail along the floor, this and so much more. It is impossible to say just what I mean. But as if a magic lantern threw the nerves and patterns on a screen, would it have been worthwhile if one settling a pillow or throwing off a shawl and turning toward the window should say, this is not at all. This is not what I meant at all. No, I am not Prince Hamlet, nor was meant to be. Am an attendant lord, one that will do, to swell progress, start a scene or two, advise the prince, no doubt an easy tool, deferential, glad to be of use, politic, cautious, meticulous, full of high sentence, but a bit obtuse, at times indeed almost ridiculous, almost at times the fool. I grow old. I grow old. I shall wear the bottoms of my trousers rolled. Shall I part my hair behind? Do I dare eat a peach? I shall wear white flannel trousers and walk upon the beach. I have heard the mermaids singing, each to each. I do not think they will sing to me. I have seen them riding seaward on the waves, combing the white hair of the waves blown back. When the wind blows the water white and black, we have lingered in the chambers of the sea, by sea girls wreathed with seaweed red and brown, till human voices wake us and we drown. I hope you enjoyed this program of me reading these poems. T.S. Eliot is one of my favorite poets, and in my opinion, one of the best poets of the 20th century. Please like and subscribe for more readings of this quality. And please tell me what you wish me to read next in the comments. Or shall I continue reading various poems, amongst other things? Until next time, ta-ta.